Hey everyone, Derek from Dale Bootroom. Today's video is going to be something a little bit different for you. Now, if you were following my Instagram stories last night, you'll know that I had a bit of a discussion, or a debate shall we call it, with a boot reseller who was selling a fake football boot. Now the football boot he was selling was this one, and this is the real version of the Mercurial SL. He was selling a fake version with a firm ground sole plate on it, and he was charging €199, I think it was, for the football boot, and was telling everyone it was sold. Lots of people were leaving comments on his profile saying this is a fake boot, this is a fake boot, and he just kept deleting them, but letting people keep adding comments saying, oh wow, these boots are nice, I want to buy them. And he showed me lots of conversations where other respectable sellers had been there asking him in his DMs for these boots and stuff like that. But it just, it really riled me yesterday that he couldn't just admit to the fact that they were a fake football boot. If you're buying a fake football boot and you know you're buying a fake football, I don't have an issue with that. That's just part of your prerogative. You make your money, you earn your money, you can spend it on whatever you want. And if you want to buy a fake pair of football boots with it, go ahead and buy a fake pair of football boots. Obviously, do I have something against fake football boots? Yes, of course I do, because they're not all the stuff that you read about football boots. If you buy a Superfly fake football boot, it's not going to have the lockdown, it's not going to be made from the same materials, it's not going to have the traction, it's not going to have all the things that you want a Superfly for. A fake boot will tend not to have that. Okay, or there's definitely no guarantee it's going to have any of that. So yes, I've got something against fake boots, but if you just want the look of a boot and maybe you can't afford it or whatever, you go through 10 football boots in a season, I don't know, then of course buy a fake one if that's what you want to do, but you're aware that you're buying a fake one. It just annoys me that someone who, as a respectable seller in the game, and like I say, lots of people have dropped me messages saying they've bought from him in the past and have they bought real stuff from him and stuff like that, and I've never bought from the guy before, but people that have had deals with him, but he sold some good stuff, and that's why it's so surprising he would try and argue for so long about a football boot that's clearly fake. It looked horrendous as a Mercurial SL, and he showed me the tag inside. It was made in 2010, 2 years after the boot was made. He was trying to make out it was a Vapor 9, and I can assure you that Vapor 9's never been made. Then he said it was a sample, so when I called him out saying that he had a sample, he was, a sample Mercurial SL would not be €200. If you could find a sample of this that was different with a black upper and stuff, that would be worth a fortune, especially brand new in box like that one that he had, or brand new anyway. So yeah, I don't like calling people out on Instagram and things like that. It was good reading. I woke up to about 60 messages this morning from people saying, oh, thanks for calling them out, it was a great read and blah blah blah, and it was quite funny. I'm glad people saw the humorous side as well as the serious side of it as well, because I don't want anyone getting ripped off for the money. A lot of people, football boots are expensive these days, and people work hard, they save their money, and you want to make sure you're buying the genuine article, especially on a limited edition boot like Mercurial SL. So yeah, it did rile me a lot. I'm glad lots of you supported what I was putting on there and stuff like that. I've not done that for a long time. No, I think I've done it once before, where someone annoyed me with something that was fake, and there's just no need for it. If you've got something fake and you know it's fake, sell it as fake. Now, I can tell a story about, I used to collect match-worn football shirts. I'm a big Man United fan, as most of you know. I had a match-worn Chicharito shirt a few years back, 10 years ago, anyway. And I bought it, I trusted the guy I bought it from. I kept the shirt for about a year and a half, and then I wanted to sell it on to go and buy something else. Anyway, I discovered when I sold the shirt on, this shirt was wrong. It was a very small detail about it, but it was wrong. And the guy got in touch with me. I was distraught. I can't believe it. This shirt, I've had it for a year and a half. It was one of the gems in my collection. It was hard selling it, and then I found out it was a fake shirt. So he sent the shirt back to me. I gave him his money back for them. Well, actually, I would give him half his money back because it was a boots and shirt deal that we'd done, not just one. So anyway, I took the shirt back. I got in contact with the guy. I bought the shirt a year and a half earlier. He dealt with it as well. He gave me another shirt and another pair of boots and stuff like that. So it was all dealt with in the correct way. As soon as a fake was spotted, though, we dealt with it in the correct way by making sure whoever bought the fake was dealt with properly, and they got what they either wanted a refund or whatever they wanted. And that's what you got to do in this game, because trust's everything, and your reputation is everything. And by selling a fake thing and then arguing that it's the real genuine item, it just doesn't look good unfortunately, for that seller I was tagging last night. So thanks for your support, and that's why I want to do a little bit of this video. We just explain that story a bit more to you. So anyway, the other part of this video was about, I get asked all the time, or about 10, 12 times a week just now I'm getting, where do I buy all my football boots from? It's great that people are watching my videos. They're seeing that there's quite a few different football boots, not all the rare stuff, but just general, old T90s and stuff like that. Where did I get my boots from? And I'm just going to talk very quickly about the companies that I use for that. Okay, so obviously when I'm buying something brand new or limited edition that's coming out, I tend to use the sort of one of the biggest and the best in the world, and that's ProDirect Soccer. They're based in England. They are fantastic. They tend to get more sizes. They tend to get more of an allocation, it seems to be, because they seem to have more pairs of them. And the guys there are fantastic. They've got Soccer Bible attached to the company as well. So really, really good company to work from. I tend to be very prompt with the service. Obviously, I'm in Qatar. It tends to take about 5 days. I've had stuff in 2 days before for them. About 5 days. I get most of my things double boxed from them, so for travelling that far is really, really good. Everything about ProDirect is fantastic as far as I'm concerned. Have I had bad experiences? Yes, of course I have. Everyone has. They're a massive company. They make mistakes every so often, but that's just part of it. It's dealing with it properly. When you phone customer services, they always deal with it properly. So yeah, ProDirect, they're probably the world's leaders in it. Let's be honest, when it comes to dealing with football boots, and they've got so many other avenues now: ProDirect basketball, ProDirect running, ProDirect rugby. I think it is. There's lots and lots of things. It started off as a very small company in Torquay, I think it was, and now it's this mammoth company. So yeah, ProDirect Soccer, probably the world's best at it. Other companies, one for me who's behind ProDirect because they're a smaller company but outstanding to use, are Unisport in Denmark. Now I'm sure lots of you have seen Jacob and J-Mike. Well, Jacob is J-Mike. I've seen a lot of his stuff on Instagram. You've seen lots of stuff on Unisport TV and stuff like that. Jolter, PWG, these are great people. And the company to buy from is outstanding. They double box everything as well. There are a lot of great discounts on stuff. They get stuff as it comes out. In Europe and stuff, they're probably one of the leading people in sort of mainland Europe. And I just can't say enough nice words. I have problems with them. Yes, I've had I buy quite a lot of stuff, so of course I'm going to get my fair share of issues with companies. But again, they deal with it properly. They get on with their customer services guys. I've seen some negative stories about the customer services, but whenever I've spoke to them, I've always got on really, really well with them. And like I say, the guys that work there are very knowledgeable. Watch Unisport TV. Some of the reviews they give you are fantastic. You've got J-Mike as well, who does the Boot Nerd reviews with podcast, with Josh from SR4U. Really good podcast every Thursday, Friday it comes out for about an hour. So yeah, definitely, if you don't listen to that, listen to that was on, and that's the Unisport connection with Jacob there. So anyway, the third company that I've tended to be used recently is a new one for me. I've probably only been using them in the last 6 to 7 months. Is Ultra Football down in Sydney in Australia. Great company. The lads there are fantastic. If you watch their content on Instagram, they're really pushing a lot. They're giving lots of opinions about best Serie A football team, best La Liga, best Premier League. They get a lot of heated debates. So don't always agree with them, as they know, because they always end up leaving them a comment and stuff like that. But great set of guys down there. The content is getting better and better and better from them. The reason I like using them as well is the Australian dollar, makes things very cheap. Compared, I think when Superflies come out, they tend to be a bit cheaper. Yes, you have to have a postal address in Australia. I don't think they're shipping worldwide from there yet. But if you've got family down there or whatever, you tend to get things a little bit cheaper down there if you're looking for stuff brand new. So, check them out anyway before you go. Don't just think you've got to go to your local sports shop and do stuff. There's a lot of other options out there. Obviously, I buy stuff from the Nike website and the Adidas website as well. The exclusive stuff from them makes it the only place you can get it from, so you got to do it. For the older stuff, so many companies on Instagram, and what I'll do is after I've posted this video, in the first comment, I'll list all the companies that I've used in the past to buy football boots. But you've got the oldest one, which is BW Boots UK, Ben Warren. Great guy. I met him at a Puma event at ProDirect London at one point. Really, really nice guy. Knows his stuff, gives great prices. He's always giving good prices on stuff and things like that. So I've got a lot of time for Ben. You've got Rare Boots for you, the guys down in south of England. Again, I've only dealt with them once, I think, in the past and stuff like that. But they're all over social media, all over the media and stuff, selling boots to professional players. And again, they're doing a lot of re-releases of Vapor 10s and Magistas and Superfly. So definitely worth giving them a check out and stuff. And the prices on this stuff isn't too bad from a lot of these sites. You've got Classic Soccer Cleats in the USA. Now, I'm not going to lie, Patrick and I have many conversations. He's a great lad. I've known Patrick now for about 6 years, I think. Great lad, what he's doing. His prices tend to be a little bit higher, but he gets a lot more rarer items than some of the other companies. I don't know how he does it. He won't tell me because that's the part of his business. but he gets a lot of rare things out there, so he deserves to charge a premium for them. And you know what, if you don't agree with the price, drop him a message, speak to him about it, and see if he drops it in any way at all. And if you can't agree on it, you don't buy it. And that's one of the things, you know, I said to you in a video before, that's when he's coming. You know, speak to the people that are in them and, you know, try and get a price agreed on it. And that way then you can get what you want. You know, don't be silly and drop prices way too much, but you know, just speak to them. They're human beings. They want to make a sale as well. So chat to these guys. And Patrick's one of the best at it. If you have a good conversation with him, he will help you with the price on stuff, even if it is a little bit overpriced in the first place. He's always willing to negotiate and come down to a reasonable price, or one that you find, or one that he finds more reasonable. So yeah, classic. Sorry, you've got Classic Football Boots TBT in France. Great guy. Bought lots from him. He, you know, he gets a lot of old stuff as well. You've got E-Unique Boots in Europe. Great guy as well. You know, he's only been around for a couple of years, I think, now, and he's really making a mark for himself with some great stuff. Again, selling to professional players and things like that as well. You've got Foot Source in the UK who I've dealt with. He got me a pair of Hypervenom 3s after the World Cup. You've got a new guy, the Boot Chamber, who I'm getting to know quite well. Really, really nice guy. You know, getting quite a few nice boots on his website and stuff like that. Got a great Facebook page. It's worth getting on, the Boot Chamber. You know, get on there. It's a great page. You know, who else have you got? You know, there's so many people down there. Classic Football Boots Mata. You got Classics Collection. Classics Collection, I've dealt with the guys from London. Really, really nice. I think it's from London. Really, really nice guys. They bought a few boots off me, and I bought a few boots off them and stuff like that. So, you know, all of these guys just want conversation and stuff like that. Speak to them about the boot you're after. If you're looking for a boot and you can't find it, drop these guys a message. You know, drop any of them a message. There's a good chance they'll be able to help you find them. These guys get access to it. I don't know how they find some of the stuff that they find. It's great. It makes my life easier. But, you know, drop them a message. Speak to them about a boot you're looking for. And you never know, one of them might turn up with it at one point. You know, and that's the whole point of this. So anyway, there's a few more. I can't remember them all just off the top of my head. So I'll tag people in the first comment on this video. You know, so have a look at them. You'll follow all of them. You know, because there's so many of them that, you know, these are the reliable ones. They definitely don't sell fakes. They definitely know what they're talking about as well. So, you know, get on there and give them a follow. Hope you've enjoyed this video. A little bit different. You know, I'm a little bit closer to the camera because I want to change things up just a little bit instead of sitting behind my desk all the time. You know, if you like the video, you know, leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think about the whole situation last night. What you think of some of these companies that I'm tagging in here and stuff like that. You know, have you used them? What's your experience with them? You know, I'm always open to listen to what people say and stuff like that. So, you know, let's get some conversation going. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate all the support last night over those messages I was putting on Instagram. I wasn't sure whether to put it on or not put it on, but, you know, it gave some of you a laugh. Some of you saw the serious side of it, which was fantastic. And that's all that matters at the end of the day. That's why we do these little videos, for people to be entertained and to, you know, read into what people are doing and stuff. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope to speak to you all again very soon. Thanks, guys.